Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the Juice Review Show, brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapors. Now, the one I want to show today is from Malaysian juice company, Mr. Juicer, and that is the Butterscotch Custard from their dessert series. I've got to stay for the record. Any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I did not pay for the product. The product was kindly given to me at Vapor Expo for review purposes. Also got to state, individual setups, tastes, and of course power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. My weapon of choice today will be the G-Priv 2, and that has got the AIM-09RDA from Asvape, running at about 0.28 dual coil. On to the review. As always, we'll go through the boxes, the bottles, the labels, and all the other gibbons, and then we'll get on to the main part of the review. Got to admit, I do like the boxes. It's simple, but it gets across the message of what you've got inside it. So you also got to state for today, this will be a 0 milligram juice that I'm reviewing, and it is a 70/30 VGPG. So I say we've got the box and the design around here. So simplistic, but gets the point across. Not generally liable to cause any offence or hassle, especially with what the poor guys in America and the USA are going through at the moment with the FDA. It's not looking great over there. And then we've got on the back all the info. Info is pretty standard on here. Precautions of usage. Half away contact with the skin. Do not ingest. Keep locked up. Keep out the reach of children. Wear gloves. Protective clothing. That one always makes you laugh. That is a slight overkill. I'm not going to start putting on a plastic apron and James Herriot gloves to use an e-liquid. If on skin, wash replace soap water. Yeah, call poison center or doctor physician if you're feeling unwell. We've got the composition, which is food flavourings, VG at 70%, PG at 30%. There's got nicotine with a star on here. Now, I'm assuming, obviously, that these guys do a lot of different, in other parts of the world which aren't covered by the TPD, where they're allowed to have bigger bottles with nicotine in it. I'm assuming that's why the nicotine's on there. But then it doesn't really need to when you've got a bloody great big 0 mg on the front there, which tells you that this packet does not contain nicotine. So that's kind of not really needed on the back at all. It's got the manufacturer's address in Malaysia and also the distributor's address in the UK. Got the typical Facebook, Instagram tags, their website. Not for under 18s, because as we all know, vaping is not an under 18s product. And also, do not use if pregnant, which the jury's still a bit in or out on that one at the moment. But there's your bottle. It's just a basic box with basic instructions. And we've also got what you don't see actually much these days in the vaping community, full stop. We've got a copyright. More people need to do that. You probably won't get too pissed off when someone nicks your name. Right, onto the bottle itself. Pretty standard affair again. But I still like the design. It's still nice. There's that little bit of metallic shininess. Not that us as vapors have a problem with anything shiny at all. Only problem I have got on this label is, I mean, there's right in there, well, that little bit there, and due to the colour of it, it's an absolute arse to try and read. I mean, it's got like the batch number on there, it's got the expiry date on there as well. Very hard to read in that yellow, mind you. It needs to be a darker colour so it actually stands out so you can read it. But apart from that, as industry standard and as it bloody should be with whatever you're producing in this field, child-proof lid, and it also comes with a tamper ring. If that tamper ring is broken or in any way damaged when you get it, demand another bottle. On to the review. Now, Butterscotch Custard is one I like. I've got to thank the good people. Well, it started off with the good people at Villain Vapors. They had one which I kind of fell in love with really quickly, which was Dillinger. And that was kind of like a caramel custard, and that was really nice. And then I got one from Refuge called Custard Fusion, and my world was blown in what actually could come from a custard flavour. It was a butterscotch custard, which is the same flavour as this. Now, I've had a couple of good ones over the years, so this is going to be interesting to see what this one is like. Right, I'm going to start off at 48.6, which is 3.7, or basically what your old Egu pen used to dump over. There we are, 48.6 watts. Here we go. There's no throat hit, which is good, but also what I'm kind of anticipating from a 0 milligram anyway, because generally if I'm getting a throat hit, there's a problem with normally the percentage rates of what's been used on the actual concentrates. Nice cloud production for 70/30. Actually, it's kind of coming across more like an 80/20. Flavour-wise, in how you get a really nice, not overly sweetened butterscotch flavour. It really does taste kind of like the stuff that you squirt on your ice cream. And that's nice. Custard kind of comes through on the exhales, a little bit lacking, but as what I've generally found with custard flavours is they're a bit of a power whore. They do like the power for them to properly start coming through. So I anticipate lower down, the butterscotch is more of a lower heated flavour. But you do get that slightly milky, creamy custard coming through at the end. And it does play very well with that butterscotch. Butterscotch really does come through quite strong to start off with. I've got to say, it's not the Refuge has still got it on this, but I rate this alongside kind of the Tub Thumper one. Actually, that butterscotch really does make you lick your lips afterwards. It's right. I'm going to go up to 56. 56.5, which is now 4 volts. I'm going to have a little top up before I do that. I'm dry hitting on camera for you guys again. As I say, these we've got last week, so they have a little bit of steeping time on top. Generally fine with juices, especially if they've been sitting for a while before they're punted out. Can be a bit stagnant, so they do sometimes need just a couple of days breathing just to get them going again. Here we go, 4 volts. Wow. That butterscotch pings through so hard at the beginning. It's really nice. It's really nice. Oh. And the custard has improved a lot more. Comes in a lot quicker on that exhale. There's a bit of delay on the initial part. Now with that extra bit of heat, that extra bit of power, it's coming through a lot creamier at the end. That's really nice. Looks like I found another decent butterscotch custard. Haven't found this craps the wicks up either, which is good. And to be fair, in this day and age, you shouldn't have juices out there that crap your wicks up. Juices should not be jam-packed full of artificial sweetener shit. We don't need it. There are ways around it where you don't need to put even that much in. And in some cases, not at all. There are flavours out there you don't need to do this as much as is done by some, mainly the cheaper ones we know. But it's a really nice dessert flavour. It's something I can quite happy after my main course. Ooh. Right, I'm going to go up to, what was it again, 60 odd. No, I'm going to go up to 62. Yeah, I'm going up to 62.2 watts, which is now 4.2, or basically a full 18650 in a mech mod. Yeah, as I thought before, this is a power haul. This does like a bit of power going through it. Everything comes together at 4.2. You've got your custard, you've got your creaminess, you've got that really quite succulent butterscotch sauce going through it as well. That's rather nice, I've got to admit. Yeah, if you're a fan of custard, fan of butterscotch, and even better, if you're a fan of both, give that one a go. It's Mr. Juicer Butterscotch Custard. Does leave a nice creamy taste in your mouth. I'm having another go on this. Mmm. Yeah. Yeah, that bottle ain't going to last me very long at all. Once again, just like to give a big thank you to the guys at Mr. Juicer for giving me this full review. If you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. Nice to be back soon with some more reviews. Take care, everybody.